people, it's time for me to start stripping down this bad boy. Now, as you can tell, it's not the straightest thing you've ever seen on either ends, but the frame is fine. This will cost me $50 because I don't need the triple trees. I just need the suspension and all that. I bought this bike for $200, along with that $250 over there. And some of you might be saying, well, it's obviously not going to work. What are you thinking? Well, you never know, because if it was crashed, it ran when it crashed. So that's what I was thinking. As I've been looking at this over the past months, while I've been working on that 250 over there, which is almost done, I realized that it got hit probably by something high, like that truck, like the bumper hit the back and threw it into another car and just bent the suspension. And also, another concern I was mine, this was a bent frame, but as you can tell, it's fine. It's a straight as it would be. This frame is huge, and I can see why, because it is a 750 Honda. And no, it's not a Shadow or a Magna. Some of you might be confused, being like, well, that's Shadow. It's a V35 Magna. It's not in that bad of shape. I'm stripping it down for this video because I'm going to send the frame off to get sanded and powder coated because it's all rusty all over the place. And I can start with a new build. It's pretty nice for the 82. It's still got the battery. I'm not going to use that one though because it's been in someone's yard for 15 years. Tank's fine. That was a good thing. I need to clean it out probably. Handlebars aren't fine, but like some of the things on it could be. Like the brake is fine. I'm gonna need. Oh, I might be able to save the clutch. These have dual piston brakes on both sides, so I'm obviously gonna reuse those. But if I didn't, I could sell both of those things probably like $75. It's awesome. Basically all I'm worried about is keeping the electronics and the motor fine. One thing I'm gonna have to figure out how to do is drop the motor with this bad boy right here. I don't know what it's called. Is it drivetrain system? I believe is what it's called. But I'll have to figure that out. But this video I'm just gonna be stripping it down. The suspension's fine, the rims are fine. I'm surprised the tires are fine. Basically this whole front end I'll be taking off except for the handlebars and this because I still need to move it because I'm not going to be done. The radiator's fine. I might be able to salvage the blinkers, but no, these are horrible blinkers either way. I'm going to have to get some cool ones. But, and then I'll probably have to figure out a way to move this electronic cluster because I'm going to cut off the back here so I can put on a real fender. So that'll look good, but yeah, just we're going to have to worry on stripping it down. What's going on here is so after consulting with my pops, he told me that we're gonna either way get new of these because there is cracks around it, so he just told me to cut it off if I couldn't get it off. So I cut them off, I'll pry them off later, but razor blades work the best. Tank. I'm going to set it down. I don't have the keys to this because once again I told you I bought it from someone that found it under a bunch of bushes in his backyard. So I'm gonna have to open up this. I have to do it on my old tank. I'm gonna have to drill through this, and then it'll just pop out when I drill through the lock. And then I'll have to buy a new ignition system and stuff, so it'll all work out. But I got a dent here, a dent there, but no cracks, nothing too huge. I'm surprised to see it's actually like the thinnest tank I've ever seen. That's how thick it is. And that's a thin tank. So this thing's gonna have really good at gas mileage, or gas guzzler, and they just decided to put on a cheap tank. So this, I don't know how to put it. So what I got here is just a solo cup, nothing special, and I'm gonna take off this right here. That's where it runs through, like the brake fluid, and if I pump the brakes, it should just, I need to find a place, but it should just pump in to the solo. Now, I've never seen this till now on quite a few bikes. Look, that's the oil filter. This is what they put on cars. They put this on the bottom of your car engine. I'm going to show you my truck right now. It has the exact same thing. Right there. Exact same thing. So now I'm going to take off the radiator, and I'm going to drain the oil, and I'm going to do a radiator flush, and all that crap. So, yeah. Through my the internet and all that crap. That bolt right there, bolt somewhere right there, somewhere there. Those are the two drain bolts. I'm going to use those, but make sure the kickstand so just kind of balance out. So I have these handy dandy tools over here. 1, 2, 3. These, I don't know if they're directly for what I'm going to use it for, but these lift the kickstand fairly well. I think I'm only going to use 2, maybe just 1, but I'll show you when it's done. More straight up than usual, and then they're just sitting on those blocks to make it. Now, I'm going to use this, which is amazing. If you don't know, it's just something you put on your car, motorcycle, when you're draining oil and coolant and stuff. This one's just the coolant one. But, go to Walmart, they're like $16. No, $14, and they're an amazing investment. So, right there, perfect. Yep, I think I found the right bolt. I'm using this more, it's leaking out of that one too, because it's getting more air. I'll drop it. Perfect. Woo! And it runs. This is really, like I said, a complicated piece of machinery. It runs through the frame and runs through everything. So, yep. Back up. like I was saying, it's a thermostat in there, and then I need a flathead. I'm gonna start putting all these ropes. Right now, I'm gonna take off a bracket bolt that's on there. There's one on both sides. Okay, so there's a bracket bolt right down there, and I need to take that off next. Let you know when that's done too. Just for my own thing, but there are 2 bolts that go on top of the radiator that I'm going to take off, and they're in super tight situations, so it's going to take me a while. I will get that done, and then I will continue and take off the radiator. Oh, I got that off. I'm just going to take off this hose clamp right there. And probably I'm going to take off this and this, and then the radiator should be out. First one is off. On to the second one. That one ever has been attacked by a huge bee, wasp, whatever you want to call them. So I got the radiator off. That's good. The more and more I take this apart and look at it, I just realize like they completely just took like a car engine through it and everything. They have to have a radiator, has to have a radiator fan, it's got a car oil filter, all sorts of stuff a car would have that I haven't seen on a motorcycle. This is a heavy duty motorcycle. As you can see with like this, the tank off, look how thick this frame is. I mean, it's huge. This is probably one of the strongest frames I've ever seen. But now I'm going to drain out the oil. So let's get to it. Now I gotta get a little bit in there, which might happen and might not, but I'll get some, I hope. Put the wrench on loose. That looks like some pretty clean oil. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes. Look at the bottom to see if the metal fragments are in there. I don't think there'll be enough though, because how new this oil looks. See how clean that is. Sure, in a mass it looks dark, but look at that. That's how clean it is. That makes me happy because now I know this sitting for 15 years never got a crack in the head. And this, some of you might think it looks pretty bad, but it just rubs off. It's just weathering. I think this guy really liked this bike. He just never redid it, because if you look right there, you see that white stuff? That's polishing, but they just didn't clean off all the way. So either this guy was just a poser and just polish his bike to make it look good, or make it look like a Harley or something like that. But he could, until he crashed it, probably like his bike, he'd probably like that 250 over there, but crashed this one, probably didn't want to ride the 250, and then he moved, and then the neighbors moved in and cut down a bush and found these 2 bikes in there 15 years later. And then I bought them both for $400. This bike was $200 and the other one was $200, so, well, this one was originally $300, but I talked it down and then load the bike up. See, look, it's just weathering. I let the sled or water dry, whatever you want to call it, but it's going to look nice when I clean this all up. That's what dropping the engine is going to be mainly for, but some of you may think, well, this looks hard because to get out, because it basically is. But on the other side, there's like a frame that detaches. You pull it off. So yeah, plug it back in. Stop. Give like 30 minutes. But back to this. Sure, there's like wood because I put it on. Whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Some of them are router or something like that, but there's no metal fragments. Just got finished cleaning her up for today, putting her away. Probably tomorrow or so I'll be taking off this crap fender, moving the electronics around, figuring out all the mounting bolts, taking out the battery, mufflers, stuff like that. But probably the next video that'll be out will be me cleaning out the radiator. Should have over there by the 250.